it's Old Man Coffee. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. Well, it's been a while since I made a video. About, I guess, a little over 2 months. There's a reason for that. First of all the renovations are done to the house. Valerie is very pleased and satisfied with the way everything has come out. So there won't be any more renovation videos. I'll try not to make this video too long, but I want to let you know what's been going on with us. Okay? First of all, everything's great between me and Valerie. She's actually up in Vegas today. Also, things between her and her daughter and grandson. Patching up. Everything's looking pretty good there. In fact, we're going to be going up there on Thursday to have Thanksgiving dinner with her daughter and her grandson. So that's good. I like to see that. Well, unless you've been living in a cave without any access to the outside world, you know that the world is pretty much in a mess. We're involved in 2 wars, and who knows where those are going to go right now. And also, we have the issue of a few million illegal aliens in the United States, which kind of reminds me of when I was in high school, and we covered the Civil War. They talked about the slave states and the non-slave states. And I'm not going to say that history repeats itself, but sometimes it does. I'm seeing a lot in the news about sanctuary states and non-sanctuary states. I'm not going to predict, I'm not going to get into politics or anything, but I'm reminded of one thing, and that is the federal law that prohibits the harboring of illegal aliens. And like I said, we're getting pretty close to World War III. Now, do I believe that if we do get involved in World War III, is the lower 48 states going to be invaded? I kind of doubt that very much. But invasions come in different ways. And one of the ways they can manifest themselves is, these days, is through cyber warfare. That's the thing that bothers me so much. Is the civil unrest that could result from cyber warfare that would affect the power grid, traveling, anything to do with our infrastructure. There's an old saying in commerce, nothing is sold that doesn't make it to the shelves. So, I don't know what's going to happen there. But I want to be prepared. Now, a lot of you wondered why I quit poker about a year ago. Well, I took my poker bankroll and invested it, sort of like, into what I feel is necessary equipment for survival. I hope I never have to use them, but I'd rather have them and not need them than to need them and not have them. Well, here's a look at some of the equipment that I purchased in the last few months. That I feel is necessary for survival. That's the unit I was in when I was in the Army, 2nd Armored Division, Fort Hood, Texas. And here's a look at some more equipment that I have. The main thing is, I want to be prepared for just about anything. If there's one thing that the U.S. Army taught me, and that was to be prepared. And being prepared came in really handy when I was a deputy sheriff in Mavic County on December 7th, 1984. I was involved in a domestic violence situation where the wife and the child had left the residence because the husband was shooting at her inside the mobile home with a rifle. Long story short, during the exchange of gunfire between his rifle, mine, and a couple of other officers that were at the scene, I was able to put him down when he opened the back door of the mobile home, the laundry room door, and put the door between me and him, and he raised his rifle to shoot my partner. And I was able to raise my 12 gauge that I carried 5 slug rounds in. I fired and shot through the window of the door and hit him in the left arm. The slug went through his arm, entered his left side, and stopped about an inch from his heart. He fell back into the laundry room and closed the door on his way in. I was able to open the door, render first aid to him. By that time, they'd already called the medics. They were on their way, ambulance. Good thing the hospital just down the road from this incident. The medics got there and transported him to the hospital. So that training that I had in the military really came in handy. And those types of incidents, I hope I never have to get into again. But I have the knowledge and knowing that if it's going to be them or me, I know that I can take out them. That's important. That's very important. Well, one of the things you need for survival is fresh water. You can go about 30 days without food, but you only go about 3 or 4 days without water. Your body needs a lot of water. Well, the Colorado River gives me the access to water. But for purified drinking water, no matter whether it's the Colorado River or a puddle someplace or a barrel of water somewhere, the main thing is you want to know it's safe to drink. Well, this is the answer right here. This is a reverse osmosis water purifying system. In my next video, I'm going to unbox this unit. I'm going to test it using gray water from my holding tank. If it can filter out the bacteria in gray water from an RV holding tank, then I know that it's going to be safe to drink. So subscribe and click that bell so you'll be notified when that video comes up, and leave a comment. I'll do the best I can to answer all the comments. So until next time, this will be Old Man Coffee saying, dream until your dreams come true.